Hello, I'm Ann Levette. On March 18, 2020, Governor Kemp issued an executive order calling for a halt to in-person instruction to protect our state from the spread of COVID-19. That order triggered widespread changes to our education system and our way of life. Teachers transitioned to remote teaching, families turned their living rooms into classrooms, and students took on new challenges, balancing their studies with the physical and emotional impacts of this pandemic, as well as current social unrest. It was profoundly challenging, but you, your children, and our staff handled it with unbelievable grace, commitment, patience, and effort. Now, 4 months later, we have experienced so much change. As we look ahead to August, our commitment to health and safety will guide us into the new school year. We see the big picture, the continuing rise in COVID-19 cases in our own community and across the country. Constantly evolving, changing guidance from city, state, and federal authorities, and the knowledge that as the virus continues to change, our tactics and strategies will change also. Every decision to reopen a sector of our community is determined by data, demonstrating a decline in the spread of COVID-19. Our schools are no different. Data determines the dates, and as such, we continue to monitor our progress toward our new normal. When the course of the virus changes, we must be ready and prepared to adapt. Over the last several weeks, we have studied the impact of this virus on our community's public health, surveyed parents and staff about preferences for reopening, and heard from a task force of more than 100 persons from across our community, including health professionals, to help us make that critical decision about reopening. And we must be responsible. The current data demands that we begin the 2021 school year in an unprecedented way, and that one we deem to be safest at this point. We are preparing to deliver education using a virtual model until the data indicates that it's safe to meet in person for instruction. In addition, we opened a dedicated virtual learning school to ensure that those families choosing a permanent virtual approach to learning will always have that approach as an option. Make no mistake, we learned lessons from that overnight, abrupt, unannounced plan that we had to go to in March. And we've done that in an intense way so we have a better start this fall. We know that most families want as much in-person instruction as is safely possible, and we share that goal. Our plans, our staff, and our families must be nimble so that we can adjust as needed as the public health landscape continues to shift. We will continue to lead through the lens of safety and academic excellence, giving children what they need to excel and recognizing that this may very well be different from our most recent past, especially in this time of crisis. We cannot ignore how this virus has affected every aspect of our lives, disrupting our normal processes from shopping for groceries, attending worship services, attending to those who are hospitalized or who are going to see a doctor, attending funerals, and now attending school. I'm eager, I'm anxious, I'm also nervous, just like you are. I know that virtual learning is not a substitute for in-person instruction, but what we will offer you this fall will be an improvement over the abruptly implemented experience in March. While there are still many questions and concerns, we are confident that students and staff will be safer using the virtual learning approach as we start this year. We will work with you every step of the way to answer questions about this approach until we can move back to an in-person instruction model safely. We are committed to doing everything we can to make this easier for you without compromising your health and safety. So unpack your patience, practice compassion. Together we can ensure that the 37,000 plus students of Savannah-Chatham County Public Schools, your children, will get the education they deserve in the safest, most supportive environments possible. Thank you for your continued support.